If you're an artist or a creative, then you probably already know that selling your ideas isn't easy. The biggest obstacle faced by most creatives is to bring their ideas in front of the right people. This used to be the biggest barrier until Etsy came along. Etsy has been emerging as one of the top platforms for creatives to sell their ideas and their creativity. You can actually make a living off of your ideas by selling merchandise online. While it may sound like a bit of a gold rush, and it definitely is, if you know how to capitalize on it, there are some pitfalls as well that you should probably learn to avoid. Copyright and trademark infringements are very serious issues plaguing a lot of sellers on Etsy. You can understand how serious this is by taking a look at some of the stores that have been shut down. The most common reason for sellers on Etsy packing up their bags is being slapped by a lawsuit from a huge corporation with endless resources. There's a very thin line between being successful on Etsy and facing a lawsuit because sometimes artists take excessive creative liberties. However, there are a few points that you should try to remember throughout your Etsy journey if you want to avoid these issues. I'm your host from PrintBest, and today I'm going to guide you through this complicated yet lucrative maze called Etsy. If you can follow these tips, then you can make yourself safer than the majority of Etsy sellers out there. Not only will your business stay afloat for much longer, but you'll also be able to avoid paying hefty fines that are paid on losing a lawsuit. So watch this video until the end so that you don't miss out on anything. Do subscribe and like, as well as share this video with your friends if you like it and you want them to be safe as well. So without further ado, let's get started with the first entry on our list. Number 1, be inspired, but not too much. As a creative individual, you're bound to run out of ideas at some point. This is why so many artists all around the world like to take inspiration from other artists. This is a perfectly acceptable and rather normal practice because ideas are universal. However, when it comes to selling on Etsy, you have to control the impulse to take a look at other designs. This is because you might end up creating a somewhat similar design to the ones that already exist. Since trademark and copyright laws are complicated, even the tiniest bit of similarity can land you in trouble. So go on and take a look at some other designs, but be sure not to get too inspired. Number 2. Take guidance. It's never a bad idea to take help from someone more knowledgeable than you if you doubt your abilities. Since you're a creative and not a legal expert, you obviously won't have extensive knowledge about the legalities. This is why it's advisable to consult an attorney or a legal consultant who has experience in dealing with design infringements. It doesn't have to be a lawyer either. You can just consult a more experienced Etsy seller or someone else with good knowledge about the subject. We at PrintBest will print any design you want, but it's your responsibility to make sure that you're not breaking any rules. Number 3, do your research. Even the most innocent of designs that aren't even actually inspired by any pre-existing design can attract unwanted attention. Sometimes creators just like you end up referencing the names or the logos of other companies without putting in much thought. However, this is a sure shot way of getting slapped with a lawsuit. You need to do your research about the taglines, designs, and logos so that you can avoid the ones that can create issues for you in the future. A simple internet search will usually be more than enough to know which designs are trademarked and which slogans are copyrighted so that you can avoid using them. Number 4, be creative. The most common cause of copyright and trademark infringements is usually a lack of creativity. I know that there's no designer in the entire world who would like to accept that they suffer from a lack of creativity. I definitely wouldn't, but this is the reality of a designer's life. We encounter blocks in our creativity sometimes, and this leads us to searching for inspiration. And we've already touched on inspiration in our first point. However, there's a couple of ways for you to overcome this invisible wall and come up with brand new designs. For some people, meditation can work wonders, while for others, just taking a break can do the same. Find out whatever works for you to get your creativity back to normal because it's the core issue that needs to be addressed. So those were some of the golden rules that you must remember at all times if you want to keep doing business on Etsy. Etsy is such an amazing platform for empowering thousands of creatives to earn money by pursuing this passion. When you're designing each product and shipping it out to the customer, you can understand that there's no job more satisfying than this. However, a very simple error can cost you your entire venture, and it's best that you learn how to avoid making these kind of mistakes. So just stick with these tips, keep coming up with amazing new ideas, and you'll be a renowned Etsy seller in no time. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell icon to make sure that you're notified every time we release a new and helpful video. See you soon with a brand new video.